Starting to get a little more elevation. Definitely slowing down a little bit. Your boy's out of shape, but this will knock some good shape into me. Probably won't be able to get out of bed for 2 days after this. Whoever's in the chat right now, see if you could type something in. Somebody was saying the chat wasn't working earlier. I was heading on for a chat. About 2+ miles in, but now it starts to get pretty elevated. This isn't the hardest part though. Brissy Ridge is a bitch. What's up, guys? Good to see some people starting to get in here. Greetings to everybody joining me. A lot of you guys only get to talk to me on my videos or hear me talk, so you get to know me as a person here, just some random thoughts while slogging up this mountain. It's a pretty decent little hill here. This is where it just starts to get a little harder. Hope everyone's having a good day. Not working too hard. It's nice to take a little bit of break from crypto and work. Kind of get out in the nature a little bit. I know from chat a lot of you guys tell me you're into nature too. Kind of getting out and doing things. Just leave in the chat what you guys like to do when you get out to nature. Definitely having a lot of fun. I see you, Cypher. Now we're starting to get some elevation. I'll show you over the cliff up here. If you go past the road over here where this car is right here, it's about a 200-300 foot drop over the cliff over there. We're not up to that yet. Thank you guys for checking in on me today. It's going to be a long one, so I think we're about 1/5 of the way done. About an hour in. Make a pretty decent time. I haven't gotten injured yet. That's a plus. It's a decent little climb here. Figure make it another 3 miles and sit down for some lunch. Make it to the lake up there. Feels like it's about 80 out. Like I said, for people who have done the Appalachian Trail, I don't know how you could do this 15-20 miles a day for months on end. These are a whole big series of switchbacks right here. It's kind of works its way up the mountain. See, it's a pretty nice drop off here. A lot of fallen trees. We got a lot of wind up here. Coming from Florida, we would have a lot of storms, but they'd be quick, especially just in the summer. Here in the Carolinas, we get a lot of wind, especially up in the mountains here. Oh, little lizard. They're finally starting to emerge. They don't see them like you did in Florida. There's little lizards everywhere. Another switchback. Yeah, big ass spider. Another switchback here. It's about the 6 or 7 switchback. Starting to really get up the mountain now. Yeah, I'll make it. just a little bit more out of shape this than last time. It's starting to get it's starting to get darker up here. A lot more tree line. Got a lot bigger trees up here getting towards the top. I like that the road kind of winds kind of near you here just in case you do need some help. But once you kind of get to a certain point, you're on your own for about 4 or 5 miles. Another switchback. I think we're about 1,200 feet up. Got some really good views coming up here towards the top. We're not at the top yet though. We're just making our way up there. You kind of get up to the top, then you go back down, then you go back up again. You do that about 4 times. So it's pretty challenging. Even though like 2,000 feet doesn't sound like a lot of elevation over 12 miles. But the back here is definitely a little easier. Got people running. My ass ain't running today. It's a nice little view. Nobody's here to see it, but it's a nice view nonetheless. I'll enjoy it. Man, this part's really rocky. And it's just straight climbing at this point. The bottom of the mountain's easy. It's starting to get a little cooler, actually, up towards the top. I notice there's sometimes a 7 to 10 degree difference between the bottom of the mountain and the top, especially in the winter. You come out here, it's like 50 degrees. You get up to the top, it's in the 30s. What's up, guys? Whoever's in the chat, drop me a line if you can. I hear chat's not working, which is a bummer. Wanted to talk to you guys while I was doing this. But if you can't leave a line in here, just leave it in my private group. I know a lot of you guys who are coming in are from my groups. Breeze is starting to feel good. Where my wanks at? Need my wankers in here for some support. Doing this for you guys. Doing it for us. Raising awareness for the community. Walk for wank. Caught my breath a little bit. Doing this walk for wanker token. Trying to get some exposure, some awareness. Got a big launch coming up on April 30th. It's a token you can actually trade, encourage volume, not have to just sit on for months and months to try to make a profit. All right, we're at a crossroads. We don't want to go down Sulphur Springs. We want to keep going. All right, so now the easiest part of doesn't feel like it's easy, but we definitely got some hard stuff coming up here. Brushy Ridge is a bitch. We got a real nice view coming up here. It's a rare downhill part. Hey, make up a little ground here. Still on Springs. On our way up to the hardest part, Brissy Ridge. Getting up towards the top where you can't park any higher. Oh, made a wrong turn. Gotta go back this way. To the hardest part of the mountain. This next mile and a half is a bitch. But if I can make it past this part, well, I will make it past this part. It's just a matter how long. We're at the top of the parking lot, and you can't park any further up the mountain than this. So the next 5 miles, you're on your own. I hear they send a helicopter in after if you can't make it or you get hurt. Never seen anybody get airlifted out though. Must be pretty humiliating though. Just dangling 100 feet underneath a helicopter on a stretcher. I missed a turn up here. Gotta get back down. There we go. That's where we gotta get to. I think I'm gonna take a little shortcut. All right. We're officially on Brissy Ridge. This is the hardest part of the mountain here. It's gonna be a lot of technical climbs. We're not talking mountain climbing, just it's gonna be up and down a bunch of routes. Maybe pretty decent timing so far. Welcome whoever's in the chat. That's my girl Lisa. Hello, I love you. starts to get dark and pretty narrow in here. This is definitely the most narrow part of the mountain. You can see everything's like really close. Here's a pretty big decline. You can see from this angle, but it goes down pretty sharp. Drop off. This is my favorite part of the mountain, though, even though it's a bitch. You remember how tough that was, Lisa. That's a decent drop. And we got somebody right on my ass. Get lapped by an old lady. Alright, I think that's one of the hardest climbs on right about now. Gotta pick up the pace. About to get lapped by an old lady. I wish I could still do this shit in my 70s. I think I'm gonna take my first break. Get a little water.